Hey foodsters, today we have come up with a mouth-watering recipe of Gulab Jamuns. This is one of my favorite recipe of dessert, so I'll be sharing the do's and don'ts for this recipe as well. I have this mixing jar. In this I'll put 1 cup of Sooji. I'm grinding this Sooji as because I want to make all the Gulab Jamuns crack free and very smooth. So in order to make like that, we have to grind Sooji into fine powder. Now I have this frying pan. In this I'll put the Sooji. We will roast it well for 2 to 3 minutes in low flame. Once you start roasting, it will give a roasted kind of aroma. So once you get that aroma, you can turn the flame off and keep it aside. Now again we have this karai. In this I'll put full cream milk, 2 cups. We will boil the milk completely and then pour our roasted Sooji in this slowly and steadily. As we are pouring Sooji in hot milk, there are huge chances to form lumps. So in order to avoid that, we'll keep stirring. So we'll keep on stirring and you can see it have started turning thick. Sooji will absorb all the milk very faster, so you need to keep it stirring all the time. You don't need to leave it, because if you leave it, it will get into lumps. Now you can see a very thick texture formed of the Sooji, as because Sooji have absorbed the milk, and now we will keep it aside to let it cool into a normal temperature. Foodsters, on the other side, I have a cup. In this I'll add full cream milk, which is half cup, and I'll also add half cup of milk powder and mix it well. In the meantime, I'll add this mixture in our Sooji, and we'll also add 1 teaspoon of ghee. We are adding these 2 ingredients just to enhance the taste of Gulab Jamun, so that Gulab Jamuns become softer from inside and it also becomes smooth. And once you add milk powder, it gives a very good taste. So it's better to give these 3 ingredients, as because we are making Gulab Jamuns of Suji. Now again we'll follow the same process. We'll continue stir this properly and make it smooth again. Now you can see Sooji will again absorb the milk, ghee and all these ingredients, and it will become thick again. Now our Sooji is ready. We'll keep it aside to bring it to a normal temperature. Now this is the time when I'll prepare the syrup. For making the syrup, I have this karai. In this I'll put 1 cup of sugar. And then I'll add with the same cup 1.5 cup of water. Food stirs for the measurement purpose, I have taken the same cup for Sooji, same cup for sugar and same cup for water. So for 1 cup of Sooji, I am putting 1 cup of sugar and 1.5 cup of water. So this is all the 3 measurements. Now you can see the sugar have started melting and at the same time it have started boiling. Now we will also add saffron in the syrup. Now you can see the color of our syrup has changed just due to the saffron. Will not make the syrup much thick and will not make the syrup much thin as well. We'll just make it sticky. So once you see a texture which is kind of a thick texture like oil, then we need to turn off the gas. Our syrup is also ready on one side. Now we'll start with the balls. I have put some oil on my hand just to knead it. So food stirs, what happens when you oil your hand, any kind of mixture which you're trying to knead, that won't stick to your hand. So it's better you can add a little bit of oil in this, or you can oil your hands well. Now you can see it have turned very smooth and the dough is ready for balls. I haven't made masala balls of pista. It is optional, you can add that as well. Now here is the time when we need to make balls. So I have the Sooji. I'll take small amount. In this I'll add 1 piece of pista. We'll stuff it inside and roll on our hands. Make sure that your hands are oily once you're making this kind of balls. Food stirs, we need to make sure that our dough is smooth, because if the dough is smooth, then only our balls will become smooth and it will become crack free and all the gulab jamuns will be perfect like market. Now you can see all the gulab jamuns, all the balls which I have made are smooth, crack free and are ready to get fried. For 1 cup of Sooji, I have made 30 balls. It means at the end of the video, we'll be able to eat 30 gulab jamuns. Just imagine. Now our final step is ready. I have this kadai or a frying pan. In this I'll put enough ample amount of oil or ghee, whatever you wish, that's optional. We need to add the gulab jamuns in a medium flame. So our oil has turned hot now and it's in a medium flame. This time we'll add the gulab jamuns. Now you can see the oil is enough and the gulab jamuns are completely dipped inside. Now we need to make sure that we fry all the gulab jamuns in low flame, slowly and steadily. We shouldn't be in a hurry at this stage at all. At this stage we need to be very patient and fry all the gulab jamuns in low flame, slowly and steadily. What happens if we fry the gulab jamuns in high flame, it will turn golden from outside very easily within few minutes. But once you dip that gulab jamun in syrup, that will break easily, that will burst or that will get into pieces very soon. So very important step is to fry. We need to fry in a very low flame until it turns golden first and then it will turn into brown color, but that will take time. We need to make sure that we maintain our patience at that level. So foodsters, now you can see the color is changing and even the gulab jamuns are evenly fried from all the sides. At this stage, we will dip all this gulab jamun into the syrup. So foodsters, now you can see the color of our gulab jamun is turning and it's changing into brown color now. At this stage, we will turn off the flame and put all this gulab jamuns into the syrup. This stage, we'll mix all the gulab jamun with the syrup and we'll keep this aside for at least 12 hours so that the gulab jamuns can absorb the syrup and become very smooth and tasty. So foodsters, it has been 12 hours now. I'll show you how the gulab jamuns look. It has become very spongy and juicy from inside. So this is how it turns. So foodsters, this is how I have used the ingredients available at home in this lockdown and dessert is prepared. So you can also try this recipe at home and share it with your friends, family members. So foodsters, our perfect gulab jamuns are ready to have. Please do share your comment in the comment box and like my video and don't forget to subscribe this. Thank you so much.